cannot just be. All right, welcome back. And in case you're just joining us, it's Tuesday's edition of a top flight television program, On and Ride. And I'm being joined by a regular in the house, Comrade Ucheka Victor, CEO Pathway Newspapers and Pathway Conglomerate. I would like to welcome you to our studio.
Thank you very much, Mr. Onameka.
Welcome, Marcel Louis.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Happy New Month.
Yes,
too, so.
I think this month will be a very nice month because
You think?
yes, we have prayed. You know, I'm a Christian, and I haven't come from a very Christian background.
Yeah.
As my father is the presiding pastor of Messiah Baptist Church,
Really?
Ijomi Ugara. So we have prayed and we have asked God that this month will be a month that will favor every one of us,
Yeah.
and also give the leadership of various political parties to ensure that they have a credible candidate.
Okay.
Because moving forward, political party is one of the vehicles that determines who comes to power. And now that the issue of primary election have been laid to rest, waiting for various political parties to release the names of their flag bearers, we have seek the face of God, and we have asked God that God will give various political parties the grace to field a reputable candidate.
Okay, still talking about that because that is more like a snippet before we go into our main crux of our discussion. You talked about still holding on for parties to tell us who their candidates are. Why do you think this hold on is becoming too long? Ordinarily, by now we're supposed to know who our flag bearer is. There are speculations everywhere. The results have been announced. Is it that the results that have been announced are fake and null and void?
I think what the various political parties are doing is to ensure that they have a credible candidate. But if you look at some of the videos and the circulation that we have on social media regarding the counting of direct primaries, the votes, you believe with me that there is a lot of irregularities, and most of those who have the capacity, especially those who have the structure, have taken that opportunity to ring themselves in. So what the various leadership, especially the NEC, that is the National Working Committee of all the political parties, are doing is to go through the numbers and ensure that it match with the numbers of registered vote. Because if you allow a candidate who have maybe who ringed he or herself into the ballot, and opposition can use it against that, this number you call, maybe for instance here in DBS we are having a candidate coming from DBS and staffs of DBS are 200, why what the party released as the result of the candidate from DBS is 3,000. You see the difference. It can be used against the political parties. So what the political parties are doing is to ensure that they have the accurate numbers and see how they can be able to scrutinize what is on ground, especially in various wards, and what is on paper. Because I think during the APC primary, especially the Senate primaries, I went around with some of the executive that came from the National Assembly to monitor the vote, and I see that there are a lot of things that need to be put in place. If not, most of the candidates will actually lose their position, even after being elected to the office.
Yeah.
So I think it's good what the party.
So the primary election, is it solely the duty or duties of the party, or so what is the place of INEC?
I think INEC is just to monitor and see that the activities are being conducted according to the INEC guideline. But who decide who and who bears the party flag is the National Working Committee. Yes.
It's the party.
It's the party, yes. And is in control. The National Working Committee is in control of that, not just the ward executive or the state executive. The National Working Committee is in charge of who and who becomes the flag bearer of the party to ensure that they emerge.
Okay, so quickly, don't you think all of these modules are actually uh, geared towards causing some level of confusion. Because before now, I know that we've always had the delegates going for that election. But now, what we had was
Consensual and direct primaries.
the direct primaries, option A4.
Yes, I think the law of consensus, the delegate have been, since 1999, we have been working with delegates. But in recent time, the power that be said, no, the delegate have been bought over by aspirants. You see, before, if you are a delegate, let me use that word, if you are a delegate, some of them, before they even go for the primary election as a delegate, they'll start pricing cars. Some of them will start pricing land. Hello, do you have land? As soon as I'm back, I will
And
buy
pricing
this,
wife too.
Pricing wife too. And I saw one honorable man aspired sheriff primaries. He went to marry his second wife. Why? Because these people have been paid in dollars to ensure that they favored the candidate. But what the party have decided to do in this dispensation is to see that the most popular candidate emerged. I know, yes, ringing is part of politics, and it has been eat deeply into the political, yes, into the fabrics of our political system. That is why you see that people will count from 100, 1,000, 2,000. So they have that mentality that, oh, I must win by all means. Before now, delegates are restricted to a particular place. Like what happened in Ethiopia after the primary election between Irateke Sune Ibori and Honorable Benson Roland Imakwa.
That was 2023.
Yeah, it was 2023. So after the primaries, it was inconclusive. So the delegate were moved, all the delegates were moved to Ibori's house. Benny Bakpa could not have opportunity to meet them again, to register his I said, "Good, look at what I will do if you can give me the ticket." So through that means, Irateke was elected as the flag bearer of the party. But now that we are doing direct primaries, what I want to suggest is just is that it should be few members from unit by unit. Because the challenges we are having is that even people who are not members of the political party, that is why parties are not, yeah, that is why the party have, even the ruling party are afraid to release the numbers of the vote cast for every candidate, every aspirant, because that is not the data of their political party. The registered political party, the numbers of registered members, people who voted, the numbers of vote cast exceeded the numbers of
I was saying it after the primaries. I was telling you that I saw people, market women,
yes, who are not members of the political party, who don't even have the card of a political. You know, before you can become a member of a political party, you must pass through the scrutiny, providing your voter's card and having a membership card.
That's it.
So many of them don't have membership card. What the aspirant does is to mobilize them. Okay, the highest number, let us just ring it. So I think the national working committees of various political parties are taking time to look into this, because what we are saying, not just for you to win an election, you can be elected and after which you will be on seat. People can go to court and say, okay, what brought you in as a candidate is 25. But I look at your ward, I look at your local government, we have 15 members. How did you get 10 numbers? That is ringing. So court can, based on that, tactically, and remove you from your office.
Do you see, because this is actually laughable, but do you see a re-election, a rerun of the primaries?
I think the issue of rerun will not be in place. The reason is that there is a limited time for candidates to file, for a political party to send in the names of the candidate.
Yeah.
What they are doing is the national working committees will come together and scrutinize the numbers that come from various local government, various states, and look at the candidate who is sellable to the people, the candidate who is more popular. Because there are some unpopular candidates who also win their local government by mobilizing people. You understand? Yes, for instance, if you are from maybe a car notice, maybe somebody who from a car side will say, okay, Ward 1 don't can't finish you. Let us send them. Yes, let's go to a car notice to come and vote for us. Same people.
Same people.
Yes, from different local government. So These are the things that the National Working Committee
So
are
the
trying to
highest
policy.
bidder, actually, in terms of mobilization.
Yeah, in terms of
We're not
mobilization
I'm not
and
talking about
yes,
money.
yeah, in terms of
Mobilization can be
mobilization.
anything.
You are right. Somebody who is sellable. I was telling somebody, I said, look, I know that Okowa is a sellable candidate, but we are not against his candidature, but we are against him and his daughter being the same ballot. That if the party do the needful, we will mobilize heavily for the party in a car notice and in data note. But if the party...
What if it's the people's choice?
I think if it is the people's choice, those people cannot exceed the people who were against the candidature of one family being in ballot. I am from Owoibu. I'm from Ward 1, the headquarters of Ikanoti, where the governor comes from, where the daughter comes from. In 2023, I work seriously for the political party. I visit 80% of the kingdoms in my local government. I visit the 14 federal ward and the 20 state ward. I have coordinators across the local government to mobilize for the... but what we do is to look at how we can see if one can be out of the game. That will give the people, because the people of Delta North are not happy. Like what I read on paper yesterday, Vito Che said, the reason why I am in this contest, to contest for Senate, is because I want to break the power that be. One man, though politics, you can bring in people. We are trying now to dive into people's issue. You can bring in somebody, but that should not be that you'll be on ballot while your daughter is still there. We still have people who can also contest for that position and also work even more than you can do.
Yeah. So it didn't just happen with APC. We also had it even, there was a post I saw on social media, and I was asking, even NDC, the new party that just sprung up, is also being affected by what we're talking about. Because many people were crying on social media that, oh, that was not an election. They didn't do any primary election. It was vote buying. And I'm saying, wow, I thought NDC was a self-righteous party.
You see,
but alas,
if you saw such thing in social media, it emanate from the opposition party. Why I say so is that Gregory Peter Obi does not buy vote.
I'm not talking. It's not.
I'm trying to narrow
Gregory Peter Obi is not the only one.
Yes, I am trying to narrow it down to the House of Assembly aspirants. You see, this is a political party that was registered within 24 hours. I think they have 9.4 million members. Now, all who think that APC have marginalized them, they have sidelined them.
They left.
They left.
So
they moved to the new party.
You see why they...
Issue of vote buying have been part of Nigerian politics. Let's tell ourselves the truth. And we believe that the higher bidder will get the ticket. But in terms of ADC, I am not a member of ADC. NDC, sorry. Yeah. In terms of NDC, I am not a member. I'm a member of the APC. They still have a long way to go before they can conduct free and fair and credible election. Right. We have to look at that. When you have a young girl, or maybe you bear a child today, you cannot expect that child to eat without using his or her clothes to clean his hand. So we allow what is happening in the ADC to slide because they are just a new political party, not up to 1 year. But if you see that in APC and PDP and other political parties who have been there for many years, we can cry wolf. But in terms of ADC, they are just coming. And you see, many opposition can come in and use that against them. Oh, they are buying vote, they are doing this. They may not be doing it, but they are still young. Let's look at how all the parties, strong parties, are doing their own, so that they are learning. Saraki Disin is just a governor. From governor, he have not been a national chairman of any political party to understand how things are done. So we believe that they are still babies, so some of those things should slide. Let's focus on the major political party.
Okay. I think we should go
into our papers now.
Our papers this morning. Firstly, let's take a look at the Vanguard newspaper. And of course, the major headline on the Vanguard says, protests rock Oyo, Ogun over abduction of teachers' student. We are working to rescue kidnapped retired Major General Abubakar at Defense Headquarters. We have here 2027 Atiku Babachir Bika over outcome of ADC presidential primary. We also have Tinubu will defeat Atiku if election is decided by rigging. This is from Babachir Lawal. Ijo Urobos protests INEC's delineation of Warri Federal constituency. 11 years later, sacked NCAA worker wins court case. 17th anniversary, our Navy, most formidable force in Africa, says Tinubu. And we have abductions. Oshun calls emergency meeting over border school safety. Oil resumption. Mossop backs NSA's dialogue committee to end 33 years conflict. And we have here, lastly, NUPRC strike threatens oil, gas regulatory operations nationwide. And that's it on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. And of course, moving on.
Our next paper that we'll be looking at this morning is The Nation. And I think I would allow you to just run through all the papers this morning.
Yes. So we have The Nation, Babachir, Atiku not fit, proper to be president. All right. We also have women must connect with constituents, have mentors to win elections, says First Lady. Uzodinma moves to reconcile APC members. A Nigerian scholar bags 10 honors at U.S. Varsity for Health Communication Research. Federal government targets 6 million youth with new agribusiness land trust fund initiative. Resource control, court adjourns suit against federal government, National Assembly till July 1. Okay, that's it on The Nation newspaper. I think we just take one more and then we'll come back to the studio for analysis. Let's look at a leadership newspaper. Major headline here, or the cover story there: bandits abduct 30 in Kogi, attack mosque in Kaduna, kidnap worshippers. Of course, some headlines. Ijo Urobo stakeholders urge INEC to implement Warri delineation. Countdown to national immediate games. NSA gears up. Inspect Lagos venues. Makinde orchestrated Oyo school abduction to blackmail Tinubu. Fayose alleges. Police induct 565 constables in Kogi State. And we have here, federal government implement harmonization of pension. The presidency warns against forest prayer meetings in Kwara and Kogi. Oyo school attacks, 8 suspects nabbed as NUT others strike. Primaries fallout, furious APC governors move against party's national chairman ahead of 2027. All right, back to the studio now. I think there's a lead story of the Oyo school children that was abducted. Oyo school attacks, 8 suspects nabbed as NUT others strike. So these 8 suspects that's been nabbed, I hope that it will lead them to where the school children are. And of course, the abductors also face the law, the consequences.
Yeah, please come back to the studio.
Yes. So let's speak to that.
We just want to speak to that aspect.
And
thank you.
Thank you very much for that. And if you look at what is happening in this country in terms of insecurity, we are beginning to realize that most of these things are politically initiated.
Really?
Like what?
So you are aligning with what Fayose said?
Because I will use that word. It happened in Borno, during the Jonathan's administration. And today, one of the most celebrated governor, ex-governor, is the vice president. Why? Because he was among people who decided that Jonathan will leave office. Insecurity is part of political tactics they use in destabilizing government. It happens in Russia. I was studying one of the books, and why the Russian politicians are afraid of Putin is because of what Putin controls in terms of how to go to war, how to destabilize government, and how to ensure that you have the highest machinery to fight battles when the time comes. So our politicians in Africa are gradually learning from these people that, if I can destabilize the government in this state, they will focus on insecurity, while we see how we can align the people against them.
To the detriment of the citizen.
Yes, these are what most of the policies and programs you see that they implement is against the citizen. If, for instance, now you are paying the citizen 70,000 naira as a minimum wage, and they are buying fuel for 1,300, are you not against the citizen? You are against the citizen. So, issue of insecurity, I believe that there is a need for the judiciary or the National Assembly to come up with a law that anybody found wanting in issue of kidnapping should be on a death sentence, instant death sentence, not for you to say, okay, put it in court, try him, find him guilty, and lock him up in Kuje. Most of the people, let me use allegedly, most of the people, most of the terrorists you see that have been locked up in Kuje, many of them are not there. In quote, allegedly. Many of them are not there. Why? Because immediately they are convicted for life imprisonment, their principals will work with the government, they will release them, and most of them will leave the country. You see them in other countries. What happened after the Kuje bomb? And you see the most wanted terrorists that led the terrorists to bomb during Jonathan. It was found in a government house, owned by the government of Borno State. So all these things are challenges, and most of them are saying it that politics is a do or die affair. In the Western world, it's not practiced like that. In the Western world, you see, I was watching in Japan, one of the lady from Nigeria was posting, somebody who is running for governor in Japan was campaigning with his motorbike, with his flag, please vote for me. At the end, he won the election. If somebody like that can emerge as governor of a state, what do you think that the common people will do? They will benefit from it. But now, insecurity, if you look at what happened in Oyo, even if the governor hand is not in this matter, but the issue of the fire outbreak, when the presidency allocated so much amount of money to settle the victims of the fire outbreak, and the same fire, say, brought the issue to the public, that the money was given to the governor, and the governor did not even distribute he did not even give the victim up to 10 million naira. And he was accusing the federal government that the federal government did not do anything for the people of Oyo State after the fire incident. So these are the challenges we are facing. I think there is a need also to remove the immunity of the governors and the presidency. Yes, because these are the things that these people look at. Okay, for the 4 years I will be here, I can do anything. Maybe after 4 years I will go in. Many of them don't believe that maybe during this period, they can do anything within that period of their tenure. Say, okay, after everything, after all, let me just do this power. We must get it either by hook or by crook. These people don't think of you. What they think of is, how do I win an election? Who will come in my government? That boy is a pirate. That boy is this. That boy
who
is that. Who will succeed me? Who
how
will
my
hand
child,
over?
my
How will
children,
my child? These are the things that these people
take over.
And I'm glad today that most of our youth are gradually coming up and
Are you sure we are coming up?
Yes, we are coming up.
Because I see everybody talking on social media. It's different from reality.
Yes, I know it's different from the reality. But the charity begins at home. If you can convey, there is what we call, in terms of communication, you call the intra-communication.
Right.
You began to cook that in your mind. One day we pause. Look at the protest that is happening in Kwankwasaya that Tinubu must go. All these things are gradually coming up. A day will come, you see that all these people you call leaders who are not interested of good policies and programs that will move Nigeria forward will not be on stage again. The new people will emerge. So let us continue to pray with the new people. But what we are saying is that let the government see, especially the judiciary and the police. You know, when you look at what is happening in terms of insecurity, you begin to ask yourself, we have police, we have the military, we have the Navy. These are people who, the DSS, if for instance in this studio, I say something that is against the government, that either will trigger the people to say, this man have said this in DBS, let us go and protest and all of that. In the next 20 minutes, I will not live here. DSS will pick me up. But all these bandits are on TikTok doing live stream with their victim. You cannot track them. What kind of divas are they using that you cannot even track them? Okay, they are in so play, let us go. Some of them will come and tell you that they are doing it just because of to avoid massacre. Because if they attack them, they may kill the victim.
But there's a possibility.
Yes, yes, I understand that. But what happened during the Chibok guests, when the U.S. military came on board to rescue us, I read it on paper, that they said, okay, because of the Chibok guests, the children, the surveillance have seen where the children are. Yes, where they are, and they said, okay, we will spray, what is it called? How will I put it? Let's just use chemical, for instance. We will spray chemical. Everybody in that place, both the bandit and the Chibok guests, will slip off. We will rescue the kid and arrest the bandit. Before they carry out the operation, they saw the bandit wearing anti-gas mask. How did they get this information? It was still the people from within. What is happening is it in Kano State, that the former SSA to the governor on community development is among people sponsoring kidnapping, looking for money to run for election. Because they understand that immediately I got there, I will loot. They kidnap somebody and they pay a ransom of 7 million. They arrest the bandit took them to their house. They saw 3 million naira cash in his house from the proceeds of the ransom. These are people who are in the political system. So I think there is a need for us to have what I tag rebreed of leadership. Because if we don't do it, we will keep repeating the same thing. We are talking about what is happening in the north now. Look at what is happening in Edo State. Somebody was making a video yesterday on social media that what is happening in Edo State are not merely the northerners. That some of the youth, some of them, the Yahoo boys, those that are doing armed robber is very risky now. Kidnapping is more easier. Just come and carry your mama, they'll call you on phone to come and pay money. It's more easier than go and stand on the main road to go into the bank to rob. That these are the people who are committing this mayhem in Edo State. You understand? So there is a need for government to look how the hardship is also too much.
Exactly, that's where I'm going to, because we are saying the crimes are, because the crimes, I know they may be politically motivated, just like what you highlighted.
Yes.
However, let's go down to, look at the basics, which is, what is the main thing, what is the main cause or causes, what are the causes of the increase in crime that we are experiencing now? We know that we've been having crimes, criminalities.
One of the causes, rate of unemployment.
Yes.
I can tell you, I have somebody that is very close to me. He is a medical doctor. As we speak, he is sitting at home, no job. Somebody who have passed through a higher institution for 7 years.
I mean, there are no clinics where you can.
Most of them, if you look at some of their courses they study, they at least they like to raise their ego. They say, okay, I want to work in a prominent place, not in a clinical place where they
still at home. Professor like,
what I'm saying is that there is no opportunity.
Unemployment and there is underemployment.
Underemployment.
So because
somebody who studied medicine, you can go and be paying him 40,000.
Underemployed. It's not fair.
40,000 from a clinic. They'll say you say come 3 times a week. You work at now, they pay you 40,000 a month. So I think there is a need for government to go back to drawing table. Yesterday was my first of the month. I normally do under my foundation. We do street feeding. So I was going to Okpanam Road to do our street feeding yesterday. So I gave a friend of mine lift. He's into all this value reorientation. He also have a foundation. So we are discussing, and we are saying that government should not just focus on roads. You can't just focus on road. Why the citizens are hungry? Look at the things that will put food in their table. If somebody is hungry, he will not eat that road you tied. And these are only the philosophies of our politicians. 20-kilometer roads, 8 flyover is working, groundbreaking or this, groundbreaking or that. Though is good, but if we are hungry, how are we going to use the road? So there is a need for government to look at programs, policies that at least will raise the standard living of the citizen.
Yeah.
Like I was communicating with a friend in Thailand. He's a very good friend of mine. So we were discussing, and he was telling me, he said, look where I work. He opened, he started to switch to camera. He opened the camera. It was in a, let me use that word, a factory. This shower shop that we normally buy on
Sasop.
Yes, Sasop. We normally leaf fruit.
Okay.
Chinese company, they have it like let me say half of Asaba in Thailand. There, that is where the young man work. It's a Nigeria that based in Thailand.
I think they produce something.
Yes, they produce and export.
Export.
Yes, they export to different countries. They say, look, if Nigeria, if Delta State, one company have this in Delta State, another company have it in Delta State, they will employ the citizen. They will see where many people are looking for job. Let me tell you, in Asaba here, we are analyzing why the rate of
hookup.
Yes, is going on in Asaba.
Prostitution.
Yes, you know, sometimes we sit and analyze some issues, even off the camera. I was telling somebody, I said, most of these people you see with handbag, moving, dressed very fine, some of them I have not eaten. I am not trying to blackmail anybody, but some of them, the basic of, I live, let me say 40% of my weekend I leave them in hotels because of one meeting on the other. I see some of them, well, how are you? Fine. Food. Food. Why? Because they are what? They are hungry, including men. I saw somebody but on Sunday, a young man walked up to our table. He said, please, can I have your audience? So I say, man, my children have not eaten. Well-dressed, grown-up man. So I am a civil servant. As we speak, my wife was cooking and the gas got finished. I just need 4,000 naira for her to feed 2 kg so that we can sustain throughout the weekend. And by Monday, I will get something. So what am I saying is that if we have opportunity, like open an industry, initiate some of those programs. Okay, Nigeria is producing this. You see the citizen, they will come and work there and earn salary. It's not just your retail. That is why people are running after Peter Obi. Even if it's an Igbo man that said Igbo man like business, less. Nigeria should go back to business than this our 20-kilometer road of 1.20 billion coastal road. We are doing Badagry to this. We are tying the road, and bandits are not allowing us to use the road. You are tying the road. We cannot even use the road from Asabana to Lagos. So most of us will be afraid. Okay, I will not go to, if I don't have money for flight, let me remain where I am. To avoid you paying 100 million because you
ransom
use
plus torture.
So government should look how we can have industries that our youth, as we are coming out from the NYC, it's okay, I want to work. Before you submit the application in 2-3 places, you will be gainfully employed. You can put, gainfully employed.
Yes.
You put food in your table. Food is one of the major things that we lack in this country. And the leaders knew that. That is why you see that any time of election, they will share rice. They understand that these people are hungry. They will give you rice, give you 5,000 naira, give you wrapper. You will say, now my leader be this, so
On your
I no
mandate
get
we shall
another
stand.
one. Now our leader be this, so
Yeah.
So please, the leaders, let us do better.
Okay,
Let
I
us do
have
better.
something to also say. I have another interesting story. I think the NLC are agitating for 1 million naira minimum wage. They are saying, I think the governors saying from the grapevine that they're going to pay 100,000, and they say no, 1 million. Do you think it's
That
realistic?
1 million is not realistic.
I think
you
though
saying
it's
it?
not realistic, but you see, let me come on board on that.
Miracle not
Let
the
use
time,
America for instance. Let's use America for instance. There are some citizens in America that earn $3,000-4,000 monthly, depending the profession, depending the where you work. The minimum pay of each citizen that is gainfully employed is about $15 to $20 per hour.
Per hour?
Yes, per hour. So if you calculate that, maybe some of them are working 16 hours, 15 hours per day.
Oh my gosh.
You see what they will earn.
That's a lot.
So if you bring this money down to Nigeria, it's a lot of money.
A lot.
Nigeria, 1 million naira in Nigeria currency now compared to dollar. It's not up to $1,000. So what are we saying? If you can pay senators 30 million, for instance, they will go home with 30 million monthly. What of the citizens that work 8 to 5 o'clock? Let's look at all these things. We are the problem of ourselves. Even if you have to pay that 1 million naira as minimum wage, it can still, Nigeria can still function very well. Yes, we can still afford it. We have a lot of things that somebody was analyzing issue of resource control. That Niger Delta have oil, but the federal government is in charge. But in Zamfara, most of the gold and the natural resources they have there are in the hands of Chinese and the government of the state.
Of the state.
They are not bringing it. I saw one video during Buhari regime where they brought just one gold that worth about $15 million to Buhari table. They said they went to keep it in museum. No, in CBN.
CBN. Okay.
Just one gold for Zamfara. $15 million. If you sell that gold $15 million, you can pay 6 months salary for Zamfara workers.
Yeah.
So what are we saying? It's achievable. It's just that the government is wicked. If you change 70,000 naira to dollar now, for instance, if you convert 70,000 naira to dollar, I don't think it's up to $50,000. $50 per month.
No.
You are paying your citizen $50 per month. You are saying, I'm a leader. I am a leader.
$30 is 45.
You know, these are issue of concern. And many of us are beginning to understand this. That is why you see us, we can't fight for any politician. There is no way I can. I saw one of my prominent man from my community, he was doing security. I said, can you imagine, you leave your business and you are doing security for political party. After election, they'll call you, they'll go to UK and go and bring Best Brain to become commissioner. Go to Lagos and look at tech expert and make them commissioner. You remain in VA. Maybe when they want to do 200,000 empowerment, they'll call you, send name, you send name. You are doing security. Maybe along the line now, something happened to you, your children will be starving. They'll just pay condolence visit and give them 500,000. We are sorry we lost your daddy. So if you understand how bad these people are, you will not fight for them. All you need to do is to look at the credible candidate. I was telling somebody, I said, look, I'm a member of APC, and I'm not denying it, but I cannot give Tinubu my vote, because I'm feeling the pain of him being the president. I am buying fuel in my, I will not give him my vote. And I'm saying it here, and I have always said, if you are following me on my status, I always said, I and my wife was saying it about 3 days ago, that Tinubu, maybe 1 week ago, that Tinubu is a hard market for you to market. It's a hard commodity.
Remember, we are running with more renewed hope through more agenda.
I
cannot do one and leave
no,
another.
I have my right who to vote and who not to vote.
Okay.
I cannot be pressured.
That's good.
Yes, you cannot. Sheriff can come in. We will vote Sheriff massively. We done it before. PDP, in 2023, we vote massively for PDP. Why we vote massively for Labour Party? So it's not so. These are the challenges we are having. If we can say, okay, we are not interested, these leaders are not interested in political party. What are you saying? Wike is there as a member of PDP. He's serving under APC.
Right.
Who is pursuing Wike?
Nobody.
Nobody is pursuing Wike. Okay, how can you come and pursue me because I went to vote Peter Obi?
Okay.
Peter Obi, I find it as a credible candidate. And let us kill behind somebody who have the vision. We cannot suffer for the next 4 years again. I think the suffering is okay for us.
All right, Victor, thank you so much for coming. You've actually come out smoking this morning.
Yes.
I would like to thank you for
Thank you very much.
for bringing us up to speed as far as this conversation is concerned.
That's right.
We'll take a break now. When we come back, Morning Ride continues. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Mango, the king of fruits. There is a fruit that carries a crown of sunlight, the mango. Lush, fragrant, and layered with flavor, mangoes have inspired poets, nourished families, and defined cultural rituals across continents. For many, mango truly is the king of fruits. Mango's origin lies in South Asia, where it was domesticated thousands of years ago. Revered in myth and art, it is woven into festivals, religious offerings, and everyday life. From India and Southeast Asia, mangoes traveled with traders and migrants to East Africa, the Caribbean, and the Americas, adapting into hundreds of local varieties, each with its own color, aroma, and texture. Mango varieties range from small, fibrous fruits to giant, buttery ones with deep orange flesh. Some are sweet as honey. Others carry a pleasant tartness. The skin may be green, yellow, red, or a mix, and the fragrance of a ripe mango alone can be intoxicating. Nutrition-wise, mangoes are nutritionally dense. They are a good source of vitamins, especially provitamin A, beta-carotene, and vitamin C, and provide dietary fiber and a range of antioxidants. These nutrients support vision, immune function, and skin health. The fruit's natural sugars make it an excellent source of quick energy, while its fibers aid digestion. Mangoes also offer unique phytochemicals, polyphenols, and carotenoids that contribute to their color and may have protective health effects. For centuries, traditional medicine systems have used mango leaves, bark, and kernels for a variety of remedies, from soothing stomach ailments to helping control blood sugar. Growing mangoes requires patience and nurturing. Trees raised from grafts often bear fruit within 3 to 5 years. Those from seed can take longer.
I love eating mango. Once mango is in season, like if I see mango and I have money, I'm buying it. There's one they call Piolo mango. Then the other one they call it normal, like normal mango. That normal mango, I think everybody likes that one because it does not purge like the Piolo mango. But I eat anyone.
Enjoy it very well. It's even in my compound. I planted it there. The one they normally call the German mango that has the green coat. I enjoy that one very well, more than that native one. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Okay, do you know the benefit of mango?
A lot. Number one is mango. It's a vitamin. It supplies a lot of vitamins. A lot of vitamins. And when someone that is not normally goes to toilet, you can eat mango. It will soften your stomach. And so a lot of benefits inside that I cannot explain here.
I love mango. Mango is sweet and tasty. It has it gives energy. It boosts energy rather. So there is this natural sugar in mango that helps to boost the energy in you, and it also boosts immunity. So there's vitamin A and vitamin C in mango that boosts our immunity, that makes it strong, and it's also good for eyesight. So mango helps you to see very well. So it also helps to prevent dryness and night blindness.
Mature trees can live and produce for decades, providing not just fruit, but shade, timber, and habitat. Mango orchards can be sprawling family enterprises or commercial groves, and timing harvests to capture peak aroma and texture is both art and science. Economically, mango is vital to many tropical and subtropical regions. It is eaten fresh, dried, preserved in chutneys, blended into juices, and transformed into candies, pickles, and purees. The global trade in mangoes support farmers, packers, and exporters, but it also faces challenges: managing pests and diseases, ensuring fair prices for smallholders, and meeting quality standards in international markets. Mangoes hold deep cultural resonance. In art and storytelling, the fruit often symbolizes love, fertility, and abundance. Festivals celebrate the season, and families have generational favorites. The variety each household anticipates as the first sweet bite of summer. Beyond food, the tree serves communities. Its broad canopy cools courtyards. Its wood has uses, and its fruit fosters connections over shared meals and memories. Each ripe mango is a summer hymn, fragrant, generous, and rich with history. To bite into a mango is to taste centuries of cultivation, the warmth of sunlit orchards, and a sweetness that lingers in memory. The mango is indeed a royal fruit, generous, storied, and beloved.